Hi everyone! This winter is like never before. Around the world we have powerful snowfalls, which bring a lot of joy, like my Power Semiconductors Weekly. So let's see what is new in the industry. GaN Systems, the global leader in gallium nitride power transistors, announced the shipment of its 20th million GaN transistor and that its factory partners are on schedule to complete a 40 times capacity expansion in 2021. GaN Systems' comprehensive, best-in-class line of 100-volt and 650-volt products with proven reliability and demonstrated benefits such as higher efficiency and power density, while reducing size, weight, and cost, are all contributed factors to GaN's growing market acceptance versus legacy silicon and new silicon carbide transistors. Additionally, GaN is significantly cheaper than silicon carbide, which requires a more expensive and complex manufacturing process. Costs required to increase capacity for silicon carbide are 10 times higher than for gallium nitride. Alex Lido, CEO of Efficient Power Conversion, talks about the potential for gallium nitride devices as discrete power devices and with integration. Alex says that the thing that limits gallium nitride today is material quality. Trapping electrons limits the size of the device and the size of the electric field, so the devices are bigger than they need to be because of that limit. There is about 64 times improvement in material quality with the electric field limitation. Not just the crystal growth, but the design of the layers. We use the silicon underneath for the integration of the active devices. The next step is the integrated devices combining the silicon logic and GaN power. ROHM Semiconductor recently announced that Midnite Solar, the leading producer of a wide range of alternative energy products based in Arlington, utilizes ROHM silicon carbide MOSFETs to drive efficiency and reduce system cost. Silicon carbide solved a key challenge, explains Robin Gudgel, Midnite Solar principal owner and engineering manager. Regular silicon MOSFETs have a very slow body diode, he details. Therefore, trying to make an inverter work as a charger where it must run bidirectionally is very difficult. We were looking at an IGBT pair in combination with another diode, but silicon carbide is such a good solution, and ROHM's devices didn't require any significant design changes, so it was an obvious choice. Richardson Electronics announced the availability of the new SemiQ 3rd generation SiC diode modules. All 4 modules have been qualified via the GDAC standard reliability test and come in a SOT 227 package. Samples provided globally upon request. With over 20 million hours of testing, Generation 3 is designed and built for reliability and ruggedness with high breakdown voltage and high surge current ratings. SemiQ's 3rd generation SiC modules are available in 650 volt, 1200 volt, and 50 amps, 100 amps configurations and are suited for applications including, but not limited to, renewable energy, electric vehicle charging stations, uninterrupted power supplies, solar power, fuel cell power systems. Infineon Technologies expects continuing strong momentum in chips for electric vehicles, a market that is growing rapidly in Europe and China as compared to the United States. The German-based chip maker estimated 40% growth in sales of its products used in electric vehicles for fiscal year 2020 compared to 2019. In calendar 2020, the overall EV market grew by 36% versus the prior year, and that growth is expected to double into 2021, coming strongly from hybrids but also battery EVs. CEO Reinhard Ploss also said that the company will move up its starting date of its new 300mm power semiconductor plant in Villach by a quarter to 4th fiscal quarter, which starts in July. A group of US chip companies on Thursday sent a letter to President Joe Biden urging him to provide substantial funding for incentives for semiconductor manufacturing as part of his economic recovery and infrastructure plans. The chief executives of major US firms such as Intel, Qualcomm, Micron, and Advanced Micro Devices signed onto the letter. It comes as a global chip shortage as idle factory lines at Ford and General Motors, with executives at the automakers predicting billions in lost profit. The missing chips are mostly manufactured in countries such as Taiwan and Korea, which have come to dominate the industry. Semiconductor Industry Association held a webinar dedicated to semiconductor market and its focus for 2021. Now it is available to watch on their YouTube channel. Starting with a blank sheet of paper, Semichrome team created SemiSel 5 around the needs of power electronics developers. With its brand new user interface, power module selection is even easier through only 5 simple steps. In the first section of this webinar, Martin Reblitz will guide you through the new features of SemiSel 5. He will also show which additional features are available especially for registered users and how they make SemiSel even better. In the second section, he will run a complete simulation. In only 5 steps he will get from the selection of the topology to the detailed analysis of the simulation results. That's all for today, but more coming next week. Do not forget to tune in my YouTube channel next Tuesday. Have a great week. And don't forget to visit Marketing Cycle website and join me in social media to stay up to date with the latest news in power semiconductors industry, marketing and sales techniques.